Hello YouTube, I'm here with our latest tutorial, and if you've read my Twitter and on the title, you know what this video is about, and it's about making a gunshot in After Effects without Video Copilot. So here we are. This is my finished product. I just took an image off the web to use as the background because I don't have that footage to use, but when you're doing this, you're going to want to use your movie footage. So this is what I have. So as you can see, just going to back it up, some of the first noticeable things, we've got our gunshot, and we've got this glow here. And we want to achieve this in our project, and I'm going to show you how to make this. So for low budget, if you don't have money for a Video Copilot, this is a very cheap and easy way to make this, okay? So here's my After Effects window. There it is, right? So I'm going to make a new composition here, and we're going to call it Gunshot 2, because I've already made one. And you want your background color to be black, but it can really be anything, okay? So here we are. I've got my new project, and I already have everything imported of my Gunshot assets. I've got a gun, which is right here. Just gonna... Alright. So we're gonna go and find that. Gunshot assets. There it is. So, alright. Guess I'm just gonna re-import them. So you just import file, Gunshot assets, open. Just delete all of those. Import file, insert assets, open the folder up. Okay, good. So now we have everything. So we're going to start with our gun. Line it up in the center here. And I'm just going to resize it to make it nice and big. Obviously you'd be using movie footage. I'm just using a still for the pure sake of I don't have footage. Next thing you're going to need is your muzzle flash. Now what I did is I went on the internet and I found a muzzle flash image, and I just used Photoshop and I got rid of the background, which was black, so it was easy. So here is my muzzle flash. So you're going to want, the first thing you're going to do is line it up on your gun. Now, that looks pretty terrible, but we're going to get there. So what we need to do is open up our muzzle flash. The gun, we are going to lock, because I don't want to be able to edit it, because I don't want to. So, anyway, I'm going to open up my muzzle flash, transform. So I just need to have all of this open, because we're going to be using 2 of them. So the first one we're going to need to do is going to be scale. So what we want to do is we want to start our gunshot out very, very small, right in the center of the gun. So we're just going to, for scale, start a keyframe. You keyframe right there, the little stopwatch next to it. And then what you're going to do is we are going to leave it at that size. And then one gunshot should last about 1 to 1.5 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this 1.5 seconds because I felt the first one I made wasn't all that long. So we're going to go to about 3/4 of the way, right about here. And I'm going to make a new keyframe for scale, and I'm only going to adjust it ever so slightly because I don't want to have it increase in size during this period of time. Then right here, right next to it, I want to bring the scale up nice and big because a gunshot's very, very quick. So you're just going to resize it right there. And then we're going to make another keyframe where the size is much smaller again. And then we are done with those keyframes. So now something I notice is I don't like the way these keyframes overlap right here. So I'm just going to drag them out to make them like that. Alright, so this is what we have. So there's nothing and then there's a shot. Now if you want, if that's too quick for you, because that is very, very quick, go ahead, don't be afraid to space them out a little more. And your gunshot's a little more visible, but do that too much and it's going to look like a cartoon. So I'm going to leave it like that, because that's how I like it. Alright, the next thing we need to keyframe is our opacity. So I'm going to hit the little keyframe button, and we're going to start our opacity at 0. And then I'm just going to go right here, and I'm going to increase the opacity to 0.01. What that does is it rounds down to 0. So it puts a new keyframe, so nothing is going to change in this interval of time. Then we're going to move forward to our next keyframe, and we're going to bring our opacity up to 100. And then we're going to go back right here, and we're going to bring it right back down to 0. So what we've done now is we've keyframed what it should look like. So there's no gunshot, and it's gone, right? So we have that. Very nice looking. Except it looks pretty terrible. Now when a gunshot fires, you have a glow. And you can see there's already some kind of a glow on this image, but you won't have one in your footage. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add a glow. Now to do that glow, we're going to close our muzzle flash, and it just happens now. Bam. Alright. We are going to go into Layer, New, Solid. Now I already have the orange selected, but you're going to want to choose an orange. I like them. I'm going to make it just a little darker. You choose your orange and orange solid 1. So here we go. What you're going to do is you're going to just resize it a little bit and put your muzzle flash in front of the orange solid. Okay, you're going to put your orange solid kind of right in front of the gun there. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your pen tool right here, pen tool, or you can just press G. And we want to draw an oval around here. That's not good. It's gotta be the crappiest thing I've ever drawn. So I'm gonna start over with that one later. It looks so terrible. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna take our cursor again, because you're not gonna really see it. It's just sort of ugly. Just adjust it a little bit, just to give it that, you know. But line it up there. And now what we want to do is I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. We're going to go to where our gunshot is, like our full-fledged shot, right there. And what I want to do is we're going to line up our orange solid right behind it. Sort of like this. I'm going to just expand the size a little bit so we can really cover it. Now what we want to do is we want to change the mode. You see down here, gunshot in your composition. You see a mode column? In the mode you want to change it to multiply. And you can already see that it's dropped its opacity and it kind of looks like a light, but not really. Just really don't like the way that looks. Okay, so once we have that done, what we want to do is we want to drop the opacity of this. So we're going to put our transform window. The opacity, I'm going to drop it to 59%. But in this case, we're going to give it a little more light. So let's do 63%. Just a little bit of light there. And as you can see, there's a nice glow we've added now. But the edges, if we deselect it, it's a cutout right there. We don't want that cutout. We want to have it soft. We want to make it a light. So to do that, we need to first keyframe our orange solid, because we need to, or otherwise it's going to be a constant glow there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out by making the opacity 0. And then we're going to make it 0.01 right here. 0.01. And then right here, we're going to bring it right up to the 63% we liked. And then right here, it's back at 0. Right? So we're going to get that burst of light, which is key. And where did it go? I keyframed wrong. So I'm just going to, we didn't actually make keyframes. Alright, let me go here. And I'm just going to change it to 0.1. Right here. 63%. Right here, 0%. Like that. So now we've got ourselves a little glow, and you can see it right there. But again, it's very, 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 very terrible looking. So what we want to do is we're going to close the transform and open our masks. Right here it says masks. Let me just close that. Go to masks, mask 1, and then mask feather. We are going to feather the heck out of this. I like 140 pixels. It's got to be high, and now you see we've got a glow. Now if we want, we can make this even higher, and it's going to just add a lot of glow. That's 169 pixel feather. I really feel that if you don't have your, the proper glow, like it just adds a lot. I'm just gonna move my gunshot a little more over the barrel of the gun. It adds a lot of depth and feel to this. So basically, that's about it. We're using 3 assets to make this, and here's what we got. And then what you can do is you can just copy and paste all of that and make as many of gunshots as you want. So to do that, what we would do is we would take all these keyframes we've made right here, take all our keyframes, and our orange solid keyframes would be nice too. You've got to open it all up, but you're going to take all your keyframes, all of that, and Command C. Then we want another gunshot here, Command V, and you can just put those in again here. And you can make it again. So we've got our thing. Now obviously I'm going to delete these 2 because it's doubled them, and I don't want that. But you could just copy and paste your keyframes, make this as many times as you want as a gunshot, but we have that. I'm just going to bring our workspace down to 2 seconds, because I want to have the finished product. I'll bring that about here. So that's our gunshot, and as you can see, we've made something that's really very good, and we did not use any plugins. We didn't use Video Copilot. We did this all with free stuff on the internet, and with free stuff on the internet, and we did it with just some stuff that's built into After Effects. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I would like you to check out my Twitter, and hopefully I'm going to be doing more videos soon. And remember to check out Lumen Republic Studios. That's where I work. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on a Tedosity Tech tutorial. Oh, one more note. I think I might put up this project file for download if you want it. If you don't want it, don't download it. If you do want it, take it. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful time.